Hello, I'm Dennis O'Donnell, Vice President of Precision PCB Services Inc., and we are the BGA Rework Experts. Welcome to our shop. Today I wanted to demonstrate to you the Shuttle Star model SV530. This is a newer addition to our line of Shuttle Star products, and it's similar to all the other Shuttle Stars, except this one here has a lower or a smaller area heater, so that we can lower the cost. So basically, the Shuttle Star, we have around 6 models now that we distribute, and we're mostly focusing on the split vision systems, and those split visions have the camera assist. So most of the split vision systems are going to be all the same format. They're going to have upper and lower heaters. They have a 1200 watt upper, 800 watt lower. And then the software that runs them is pretty much the same, the way you're going to set the profiles and the machine base. The difference in the machines is as you go up, they have larger and what would you call more efficient area heaters. And so if you're doing large boards with a lot of copper and ground plane, then you want a larger heater. But if you're doing mostly boards about standard boards, around 15 inch or less, probably anywhere to 15 layers, then you can start with the Shuttle Star SV530, which is entry level, and it's got the smaller area heater. All the machines, again, they have high resolution cameras, high resolution monitors, so your vision and everything is going to be the same. As you step up, you get more automation, and like I say, basically the larger machines are going to be for larger boards. So let me give you a little bit more information on this, why you would want to buy a Shuttle Star. If you compare to the Shuttle Star brand to other manufacturers, and when you're shopping for a machine, there are some considerations that you would want to look into, or I would suggest you look into. The Shuttle Star here is fully self-contained. It's controlled by a PLC with solid-state relays. And so what that means is it's more compact, more efficient compared to a machine that has a computer or a PC control. If the PLC should fail, you're looking at a lower cost, usually around $500 to replace a PLC if it failed in the future, versus the manufacturers that make machines with a PC control could run anywhere from $3,000 and up to replace the PC. In my experience, the PLCs also tend to have a longer life than a personal computer. So personal computer control, that's sort of in my opinion, it's old-fashioned. Mostly factory automation, industrial automation nowadays uses a PLC. Another thing you want to look for is how the machines are built and run. Again, all the Shuttle Stars, they're modular. They're PLC controlled with solid-state relays. You'll find a lot of companies are building the control and everything all into one circuit board. And what that means is that if a part fails, any part fails, you have to replace the whole circuit board. Whereas when a modular machine components fails, you only have to replace that particular component. These ones with the circuit boards, in our experience, what happens is the circuit boards control all of the heaters, the top, bottom, and area, and they have a very small voltage regulator here that controls the heaters. And what happens is if you're using a high usage, where you're using these every day, 8 hours a day, pretty much running them non-stop, then these voltage regulators will tend to fail. And then you end up buying a new board, having to buy a new board, which is about anywhere from $500 to $700. Our Shuttle Star units, since they're modular, they use a separate heater relay. And these type of relays, they're heavy duty to run the heaters. They'll last anywhere 5 to 20 years or more. So they're just real heavy duty. You can run your machine all day, non-stop, chip after chip. You don't have to worry about your relays going out. And so you can see, I don't know if you can see in here, but these are very small regulators. And they're about maybe a half-inch square, whereas you got this heavy-duty ceramic thing that really takes the heat. So, like I said, when you're shopping for a machine, if you're out there on a trade show floor looking for a new machine, you want to ask, is this machine modular PLC controlled? Is it modular, or does it everything put in one circuit board, which can be, like I say, more headaches down the road. So I'm just going to go through the basic operations of this machine. It's very simple to use. It has a touch pad that's in a drawer here, so if you want to move it around, you just put the drawer in. Again, the machines are light, they're fully self-contained, so they have their own internal air, their own internal vacuum. So pretty much, I think it weighs about 150 pounds. You can pretty much move it around and put it anywhere you want that has a 220 volt outlet. So it's like, say, it's not like some machines that are hard plumbed and they're pretty heavy and you don't have the versatility. If I want to move from a different shop to another shop area, it's not that easy. So these ones, like I said, they're portable. You have a lower heater here that's focused hot air on the bottom of on the chip area on the bottom of the board. We're just going to put this in here. And you have adjustable clamps. This particular machine will do up to 20-inch wide, I think about 24-inch depth. And again, you can move it back and forth, left and right like this. So we have our lower spot heater, and we have our upper spot heater. These pretty much do all the work to reflow the chips. You have your area heater, and what this does is it preheats the rest of the board. And what that'll do, the more area heat you can use on a board, the less heat you have to use in the chip area, so you get reduced warpage, and then you get reduced, or basically you install the chip with minimal heat required, so you'll have a longer chip life. You don't have to worry about heat breakdown on the chips. So what I'm going to do, this is a manual vision system. So everything from the SV530, the SV550, and the SV560 have a manual vision system. So that means when it's manual, that means you pull out the vision system by hand. It moves back, forth, left, right. And basically all we're going to do is we're just going to center this in the center here. And you have a blue light, which shows our top heater pickup tube and the nozzle. Then you have a yellow light that shows the circuit board. And we can adjust these lights so that we can differentiate where the chip is and where the circuit board is. Now I'm just going to center this chip into the nozzle. And once we get it fairly centered, then we have micrometer adjust. We have up-down micrometer adjust, left-right micrometer adjust, and you can fine-tune it with the micrometer adjust. What you can see here in the picture is the blue is our outline of our heat nozzle. And then we have in the center a round circle in blue, that's our pickup tube. And then the green with the goldish light, here we have our chip in the center. The SV530 has a zoom in and zoom out here on the side of the machine. So I can zoom in here, or I can zoom out. It has I think about a 27 time or more zoom. Let's see which one this has. Yeah, this particular machine has over 27 times zoom, which you probably won't ever use. Like we're just going right up here is about. This is only 2 times zoom, and you can see it's pretty high resolution. So I've got my chip centered, and we were talking about the vision assist. So the SV530, SV550, and SV560 have the manual vision. When you get it up to the SV560A and the E6250, those are higher end machines. They have motorized vision systems. So they have auto pickup, everything moves automatically. So there's advantages and disadvantages. If you're going to be doing a lot of the same chip over and over again, then the automated is nice. But for the price, it's about twice the price of this machine. If you're doing a lot of different types of chips, different sizes, this is nice because I can sit there and I can move around from corner to corner. And when I'm placing the chips, I can get a real-time vision of each ball that I want to inspect. So for right now, we have this centered where we want it. We're just going to do a pick and place. And so what I'll do is I'll go to my screen here, and I'm just going to go to one of my commands, and it says pickup. And I just simply press pickup, and the machine will go down and pick up the chip. Again, we have our own internal vacuum. No reason to connect any external air. So once the machine picks up the chip, I'm going to pull out the vision system, and we're going to line up our solder balls to the board. So we'll line up our BGA to the board. So what you can see here our balls are a blue color, and our pads are a goldish color. What I want to do is I'm going to zoom in a bit, wait for the autofocus to kick in. And so what I want to do is I want to line up my balls to my board. So the pads are pretty focused. I can try and focus a little bit more if I want on the pads. So we just fine focused our PCB pads. And now we're going to go and I'm going to touch our adjust here. And I can move the head up and down and adjust the solder balls. And so what I want to do is I want to get these solder balls lined up with the pads on the top. So right now we're looking at the top edge. Now I'm just going to go directly down to the bottom edge. And they're pretty lined up. If I needed to, if they were off a little bit, I have a Z-axis. I can turn the chip and line them up, but there's no reason to mess with that. They're pretty much right on. So I'm going to go back to the top here. I'm going to zoom out a bit. I'm just going to make sure that my balls are even with the pads all the way across. So I can see all the way across, they're lined up 100%. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to zoom in. Just going to go towards the center of the chip. You can find focus just a bit there. Going to make sure that we're lined up. So what I did is I lined up balls. I can turn the light up a little bit if I want. And so I have gold pads, and I just want to see the blue halo of the balls around the pad. And that's 100% on the pad. That's good. We've got a Shuttle vision system. We're going to pick our command. We say we want to solder. So I just press the solder button. This will go down and place the chip. We can turn our external light on here. Just watch it. We'll make sure that it has a clean pickup. And now it's going to back off. That's called the rebound. We have it set so that there's about a 2 to 3 millimeter gap between the pickup tube and the chip. And now it's running the profile. And you can run profiles anywhere from 1 to 8 zones. Typical profile is usually 3 to 4 zones. But right now, this is just running the profile. It's running the top, bottom heater, and the area heaters. And it's going to heat up the chip and reflow it. At this point, I'm not going to do a complete reflow on this. I want to save the demo board, so I can stop it. And what happens once it stops, it backs up, and then it has top cooling, bottom cooling, crossband cooling. So you have usually about a 3 minute, once the machine's fully heated, from fully heated to cool down is about 3 minutes to start the next board. So you have pretty much rapid heating. This is another thing to look for on when you're shopping for machines. You want to make sure you have a cool down fan. You don't want to sit there and wait for your heaters to have to cool down at room temperature or use an external fan. That takes time and it's rather inconvenient. So once this runs through its time, you can set the time, how long you want the cooling fan to run. It'll automatically go back to home position and reset. If I want a manual override, I just press the up-down arrows and I can reset it myself here. So I'll just turn everything just turned off. So that's the demo of our SV530. If you have any questions, you can go to my website. It's www.pcb-repair.com. Or give us a call anytime, toll free, 888-406-2830. All of our machines come with a 1-year parts warranty, a lifetime technical support. Training and installation is available, and we also do training installation on BGA Rework process, and we provide training, installation, and repair on any brand of machine, not just Shuttle Stars. We work on Zumau, we work on WDS, we work on SRT, Airvac. So we're a full service repair shop, but we're a distributor of primarily Shuttle Star BGA Rework Stations because we think these are the best machines for your money. So looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching.